because I know enough about that building up there. I lobbied for about 7 years to know that power really opens up people's eardrums. And power is demonstrated up there by having the ability to impact elections. If I can impact Dave's election, he's going to listen to me. Even if he doesn't want to, he's going to listen to me. A lot of times he'll vote with me. We've seen that with the unions. So it takes about $25,000 to run a very well-funded House race. It takes about $35,000 to run a very well-funded Senate race. So you can see if we've got $500,000, which is low dollars, low numbers, could be even higher. Harry likes to talk about the big numbers. I get scared. But we're going to have a tremendous war chest that will be able to be funneled to the candidates of your choice. Now, something really interesting about this is because we are not touching the money, we are operating outside of any campaign funding laws. So it's limitless how much money we can pool in this pledge cloud, and it's pretty much limitless how much our candidates can get, subject to personal contribution limits. So let's say we've got 15 races that meet that really strict criteria. Like I said, if we need to go to the dance with 2, we go to the dance with 2. We have a lot of money. But if we get 15, we will have a definite impact up in that building. And the thing about politics is change is immediate. In November, you turn that General Assembly over, you take it from them, you give it back to you, it's yours. In January, you start seeing that needle move from where it is now to sanity. And I really just want to take a minute to acknowledge there are some people in this room, and some that aren't, who have really been up there battling a courageous battle. And as a lobbyist, years in the 90s, I went up there, and man, I knew what it was like to not be liked by people. They'd see you coming down the hallway, and they were just, And Superintendent Gallows got in a real up close and personal. How you doing with that? Right? It's ridiculous. But we've got some people, people like Senator Reptakis, Pinga, Bates, O'Neill, and representatives like Earhart, Blinsky, and Laughlin. And our governor has just been slugging it out up there. I mean, he's been for 8 years. Governor, sometimes I wonder, I think you're a really courageous guy, and then I go, but there might be something wrong with him. 8 years. So, but, we really need to thank those people because they've been up there doing the hard work. And as bad as it is, it would be worse without them. Imagine that. It would be worse, and it can get worse, and frankly, it's going to get worse before it gets better. But we need to get those folks some help. And we've got the luxury, I've got the luxury of designing this stuff and going out and working with you folks, and you have the luxury of hearing about it. But let's not sit on our laurels. This is going to be hard. This is going to be Central Falls hard. Okay? That's how hard this is going to be. But you don't have to do the heavy lifting. We're doing a lot of the thinking. We're going to be very transparent in the information we give out because it's, we're not a union up here. We don't believe in groupthink. We are in the information business. We're going to gather a lot of information. We're going to say from our thinking, our political strategy side, these are the folks that are going to go up there and do what it is you need done and your kids need them to do it. And we're going to go to our candidates and we're going to say, you know what, folks, look at this pledge cloud that is representative of the support the people of Rhode Island have for you. That's what that pledge cloud is. That's a show of respect and a show of thank you for those people that are willing to take time out of their lives and go to that building and engage those people to turn it back over to you. That's going to be crucial. So we're going to start motivating ourselves. The pledgers are going to be motivating the candidates are going to be motivating the pledgers. And it's going to be game on. And I've done a lot of study around group dynamics and suppression and stuff like that. Being in Republican politics up here teaches you a lot. And one of the things that I learned was that a group can be suppressed and suppressed and suppressed to unbelievable levels and never fight back and never rebel until something shows up. There's a dynamic that shows up that is like a spark and everybody starts to move. And that dynamic is hope. The minute you have hope, everybody starts moving. You know, we've seen it in the movie. We've seen it, you know, in movies of the concentration camp. One jailbreak starts, it starts going. And people will rush to freedom. And that's what we're looking to do. We've created this network. It works. It's strong. It's bulletproof. It's yours. And it's going to have a tremendous impact. And just like Central Falls is being looked at across the country as this is how you change things, this model is going to be looked at across the country, and this is how you change things. Start at the General Assembly, multi-partisan, and get the job done. So, that's what we're going to do, but we need your help. And we need your help to pledge, and we need your help to sign up as captains. Help us build this network, help us pledge the clouds. We'll find the candidates for you, and let's do this together. And if we can, the next winter meeting is going to be one heck of a celebration. There's going to be balloons and party hats here, okay? Because of what you have done. But it sits right in your pockets, and it has to be now. You know, if not you, who? If not now, when? And if where we are now doesn't motivate us to start cutting those checks and joining in, then I guess we just haven't had enough, and I guess we deserve to get our brains kicked in a little bit more. But I don't think that's where we're at. I think the brains that are going to get kicked in are the ones that are up in the State House. So, with that, thank you very much. Thanks for coming. I forget about props all the time, but this is a prop that I just have to use. No, it's not my speech. This is actually the regulations and forms that a small business has to fill out to be able to pay taxes in Rhode Island and to hire people. Okay? I mean, is enough enough? So, thank you all, and I look forward to your support.
We're indebted to Lou Raftakis for having put that together. Pretty visual presentation of the problems that we have in this state, small business has in this state.